Okay, so hello and welcome back to another Unity tutorial. This one is a request by a Reddit user. I've got their post here. He was asking about how to make a choose your own adventure type of game, and I'm gonna go over the main mechanics and how you would set this thing up, and obviously you will want to tweak it for how it works for you. But basically it'll be a video clip, it'll play some of it, then it'll pause, ask for an input, and then you get points if you get it right, or you lose points if you get it wrong, and it plays some more, and so on. So let's get started. So first of all, you want to have the video clip, and I've just taken my YouTube intro because I don't have anything else easily ready to use. Obviously use your own video, and then we want to make a UI canvas, and in that canvas a panel, which is where the videos are going to go. And then let's just zoom out. Well, wait, there you go. On that panel you want to have a UI, well, you want to have a video player and a raw image. Set the raw image size to, well, the size of your screen. We need to create a new render texture for the video, so render texture video. Set that to the size of your video, so 1920 by 1080. The raw image is that, and then on your video player you want to have the render texture to that and the video clip there. And now when you press play, pretty sure I did this right, yeah, here's my intro, and when you stop it it'll just pause it where it was, that doesn't matter. Okay, so that's set up. We'll just call this raw image video. Now we want to have have an empty object in the scene for sorting everything out, like the game manager thing. So we'll call it game manager, and we'll give it a script called manager. Oops, not that thing. I want to create a new script called manager. There you go. Let's open it up. Okay, so we need to use Unity Engine .ui because we'll be having text on screen, and we'll have to have using Unity Engine .video because we need to use the video player. Okay, so this is where we're going to store everything we need to use or have in the scene. So we need to have a we can have a score, which is going to be an int, which will start off as 0. We need a timer because he wants you to have maybe, like, I don't know, 5 seconds to answer, otherwise, you know, you have to be ready to answer. So timer equals 0 at start. We'll need a video player. We'll call it video. Oh, I'll just call it video player. Oops, player. We need a public text score text because he wants some score. We also need text for the timer to let them know how long's left. We'll need how about an image component so that we can have it like darken the screen, I guess, when they've got to answer. So overlay, I guess, yeah. We'll need to enable and disable the buttons, which are game objects, so public game object buttons. And we'll need some other little things for later, and I guess I'll put them in now. So we'll want a boolean for whether you've answered the question, and we'll set it equal to true at the start because that should be true when you're not being asked a question. We'll need a private bool video finished equals false, and that'll get set to true when the video's finished, obviously. And then that's it for that. Okay, so now that I've got this, we have to hook it all up in Unity. So let's go back into the Unity thing here. And actually, so far we only have the video player, so let's put in video player. And we'll rename some things. So, well, canvas can be canvas. Panel needs to be the video panel. and then we'll have to have a panel called overlay, and this panel will have what should we have on the panel? Well, yeah, okay, we'll have the score and the timer on here, so we need some text. We're on the wrong side of the panel, the UI. Okay, so the text, let's bring that up, set it to best fit. We will say like score 100 or whatever. Put that top corner. And then that can be obviously score, duplicate, timer, remaining time 0. Yeah, whatever. And that should be good enough. So in the game manager, we can now get the overlay panel with the image, the score text, and the timer text. And now we just need the buttons, but we'll do that. We'll do that next. So let's go into the start. So void start. We want to set the score text equal to score plus score.toString, and the timer timer text equals timer plus timer.toString, which takes the values for our timer and our score and puts that into the UI. Now actually we're going to cut that out. I'm going to keep it, but we don't want to put it in the start. There's no point, it's a waste. We'll just do it in the update. Okay, so let's see what we want in the update. So we always want, well, it depends on you, but in my opinion, we don't want negative score. So if score is less than 0, set score equal to 0. We need the timer text to equal, well, timer plus. Now we could have the exact time remaining, but the problem is it'll have lots of decimal places. So we can use mathf.round, and then timer out of the brackets .toString, open close, and there we go. Okay, and then we will have the timer for if the answers, so if not has answered, so basically if your question is being asked right now, it then says, well, is the timer greater than 0? So is there still time on the timer? If so, subtract time.delta time, which basically just counts down in seconds. And if the timer is less than or equal to 0, you'll want to set the timer to 0, because otherwise it could be negative. You might want to take some off the score, so score minus equals 10. You then set has answered to true, because even though you technically haven't answered, it stops the question timer and everything. You want the score text to be updated, because you could have it being updated every frame, but there's really no point when it's not getting changed. It's only getting changed at certain points. Okay, and then what else do we want to have? We'll have a thing for if finished. So if video finished, just say overlay dot enable is active, or dot set active. What is overlay? Overlay is an image, so enabled equals true. And that's pretty much all we really need to do. And then like video player, video player dot stop. And that's basically the end of it. So now we're gonna have we can have an enumerator, a coroutine for this. So yeah, enumerator progress video. If video finished, if the video is not finished to run this. So when I set buttons at, when I hide the buttons when it starts playing, overlay dot enabled equals false. When I start playing the video, so video dot play. No wait, what do I call it in this? Video player dot play. I should stop using the auto thingy. I should type it properly. We want to then wait, so yield return new wait for seconds. So here in these brackets you put how long you want it to wait, so how long you want it to play for before it pauses. You'll probably want this to vary depending on where you want to pause in the video. So you could pass in something which every time, yeah, well I'll do this. Might as well be descriptive. So we'll have a private int, I don't know, video stage equals 0, and we'll have a private list of integers called wait equals new list of integer. Now I'll explain this. So basically we start off on video stage 0, and we can in void start we can set up the list. So sorry, I stopped doing that. So depending on what you how long you want to wait. So let's say we have 3 pauses and the first one plays for 2 seconds and 4, then 6 or whatever. So you can have like 2, comma. Wait, I'm wondering, can you do multiple? Or you just have 1? Okay, we could do wait dot add 2, 4, and then wait dot add 3, whatever you want. These are basically going to be the wait durations throughout each thing. Come on, there's probably a better way to do that. I'm just doing it quicker. So in the wait for seconds, well, every time it progresses the video, video stage ++, and you want to actually have that afterwards. Sorry. Alright, and in the wait for seconds you want to have the wait bracket video stage. So basically it'll do the value that is in wait.video stage. So at the start it'll do 2, then the next one will do 4, the next one will do 3. Okay, and then you want to set timer equal to, and then however long they have to answer, so 5 seconds maybe. Has answered equals false. Oh, what did I do there? Equals false. Obviously you want to pause the video. It's called video player dot pause. You'll want to enable the overlay, and you'll want to enable the buttons. Cool. Now what we want to do we only need two more things if I'm correct, which is a public void like correct answer and a public void incorrect answer has answered equals true. When you click the button, timer, just set that to 0. Can't type, sorry. You might want to deduct score if they get it wrong, and then just set the score text again. And then you want to start coroutine progress video. And then that's basically the exact same for this. It's just the score will be maybe like plus 10 maybe. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. You will also want to start the coroutine at this well, at the start, which is a progress video. We just need to do buttons now, so let's wait for that. You'll want to, sorry, this isn't meant to be in there. Then we can duplicate overlay. We can get rid of that overlay. This one's just going to be called like, well, the buttons don't need an image on here. There's okay, just saying, there's going to be better ways to do this. This is just a simple way that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. We want to add like 2 buttons in here, so UI button. This can be called like correct, and this can be called incorrect. And then obviously in the buttons you'll want to change this to say whatever the options are, so you can change that yourself. So go and make the button bigger, go make the text best fit as well. Copy and make sure they're the same size. Obviously that's just to make it not look silly. Put correct wherever here, incorrect wherever here. And then incorrect on click, you want to drag in game manager and run correct answer, and on incorrect on click game manager incorrect answer. And finally you want to just drag in the buttons thing. Okay, let's see what happens. I should have probably been doing more testing. So plays 5, 4, 3, correct. Correct. Okay, I'll have to change something. Clearly the score isn't okay. So yep. The score text isn't updating when I add. Where's score text? Okay, I'm back. So the error we're getting is saying the loop's out of range, and that is on about here, because we've only given it like 3 things here. Now I know this clip is 10 seconds long, so we got like play for 2, play for 4, play for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, obviously. So let's do wait.add 1. Then when I subtract score, it works, but when I add score, it doesn't work. So let me just try and figure out what's going on here. If score is less than 0, let's go press play. So let's get the first one wrong. It lets score go negative, which is weird. Alright, the score goes back up. And that's the end. Okay. So, clearly I put in the wrong symbol somewhere. If the score is smaller than 0, set it equal to 0. So why does it go negative but not positive? That's very weird. Now, that doesn't make any sense at all. Unless... No, that is very odd. And I don't quite get why. Clearly I've just typed something wrong somewhere. Oh, wait. That could be why. I had missed out one simple line, and I feel like that might fix it now. Correct. 10. How about if I take points off? Okay. I go back to zip. Okay, can I? Oh, I get it. It makes sense now. So basically, it's all to do with ordering of things. What I'll do is I'll just cut this out. For the sake of this, it really isn't, like, it doesn't matter. I'll just set it there. And now, as you can see, this should all work apart from right when you've finished the whole thing. So, correct, incorrect, 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 stays at 0. Now obviously it's trying to loop again and it can't because it's all out of numbers to go through. So all you want is how about, so we've got video stage, and that gets increased here to, well, starts off as 0, 1, 2, 3. So it should go up to 4. I'll just print video stage. Nope. Video stage. And then I'll just for now make check, like, so if video stage is equal to 4, video finished equals true. Let's go check if that's right. And that might be everything. Incorrect. Doesn't go down. Let's see what happens if we leave the timer just to prove it works. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ah, okay. I will go and fix that in a sec. Okay, there's 2 little things I need to fix, and then that'll be everything. So we need to make it so that when the timer finishes has answer equals true, we want to start the coroutine again. So progress video. And we also want it to be, when it finishes and enables the overlay, you also want it to be a buttons dot set active false, because you don't want them to be able to click on the buttons when it's finished. Okay, as far as I can tell, this should be everything. It's every problem I've come across. So let's first of all add some points, 10. And then this time it pauses. We want to let it time out. 3, 2, 1, stop, and we take off points. And then correct. And then it might ask you the last question. Obviously, I've already finished the video here, so it doesn't really count. Oh, okay. Now there is one little last thing, which is when the video has finished, it still does the timer. So I simply have to do and not video finish. This shouldn't happen if the video has finished. And also, I mean, for the sake of this, let's put the points for leaving it. You lose more if you get it wrong than if you. No wait, I don't know. Let's leave it the same. Okay. So now when we get to the end, it shouldn't. The point shouldn't go down or anything, so like that. So 10 points. You also might want to make it yourself so that the buttons are randomized, like where they appear on the screen, so that the right answer isn't always on the left, because that's a bit silly, isn't it? Anyway, here we go, we've finished, and the buttons are gone. It says your score. You can disable timer if you want to. It's up to you. I mean, obviously to do that, it's pretty simple. You just do timer text dot enabled equals false. Anyway, so I hope that video covered everything you want. It's how I expected you want your thing to be from reading this. So let's just check through it quickly. Choose your own adventure. You play a video. You get a decision spot containing a quiz question. Appear right and wrong answer. Yeah, there'll be a timer and a score. The wrong answer lose points. Correct the answer. Pretty straightforward. After answering whether right or wrong, they'll continue watching the video. More questions pop up. Yep, okay. So I've covered everything you've asked for in there, and I hope that's everything you need. Anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.